Hello, everyone. My name is Bernard Morelos. I'm a computer engineering major here at Drexel. And today we are running a workshop about Python and Discord bots. And so, yeah, let's get started. Thank you so much for coming here today. All right, so we will start with a rapid Python refresher. And for this workshop, you don't really need to know Python that well. You just need to understand like the underlying features. So yeah, this might get a little bit confusing, but rest assured, um, it's simpler than you think. So let's see. So I'm guessing most of you already took Python classes before. So this is going to be like a more advanced review or intermediate, not really advanced. Anyways, so Python classes, as you may have remembered, is a way to organize objects. There's typically an initializer with the self, which points to the object, and then some initializing variables like name. So here we have the class dog, and we initialize the name to be Fido, and we assign that object to the variable D. And using classes, we can organize these objects to have custom methods that relate directly to its like values inside the class. So here we have add trick, where we can add tricks like roll over or play dead using these method calls. And this is basically how everything we're about to talk about works. It's just a bunch of objects within objects that have a bunch of methods that we will look up that do things that we don't need to know what the backend is because it's abstracted, but we do need to know what methods to call and how to call them. So we have Python libraries and modules, and libraries are just a group of modules, and you can import these using, and you can use the stuff within them, the methods, with the dot notation. So on the right-hand side, we have import random, import string, import OS, import async IO. And so random is a standard Python library, I believe, and we can generate random numbers from it. So random dot randint, which is a method, 1 to 100 generates a number from 1 to 100 and stores it into random num. Pretty easy. We don't need to know how randint works because it's abstracted. We just need to know how to call it. Similar to the OS path .name random file or whatever. We don't need to know how that works. We just need to know how to use it. So the libraries, like I said, are just a directory of Python modules. So it's a group. We are going to be using the Discord library for Python. And yeah, that's all you need to know about that. Another confusing topic is Python decorators. And when you're using a library, you should be able to tell that library that you're adding to the functionality of that library. So we can assign like types of functions to a function we wrote, and so that the library knows that that custom function we made they can call. So it allows source libraries to call our custom function. Basically, it's basically saying, hey, I'm over here. This is a custom function that you can use when you're running code. So yeah. Yeah. So I see a question that asks what await does, and I'm going to try my best to explain it here. So Python async IO is a standard Python library, and it allows us to run concurrent code and have multiple tasks that can overlap while running. And It's a little bit different than parallelism and multi-threading and multiple processes and things like that, because it's not really running in parallel. It's more like I can pause here, do something else, pause here again, do something else. It basically jumps around in the code instead of being stuck and getting blocked. It's like it makes it so that you don't get blocked. So it's like an unblocking function. So it's asynchronous, meaning able to pause to let other routines run. So we mark functions as asynchronous so that we can use that await keyword. And this async IO library gives the feeling of concurrency. And I'll explain that more here. So async, like I said, marks the function as asynchronous, and now we can use the await keyword inside of that function. And the await keyword is basically like a checkpoint where you're telling async IO that it's safe to go to another coroutine. So if you can imagine, we have def hello here, right? And we have bot commands for our Discord bot. And multiple users might be using this bot at the same time and sending commands over and over again. And we, for example, in this hello command, it sends a message through the Discord API. But if we don't if we don't put await there, then it doesn't know that it can leave or go somewhere else and do some other instruction. And so we will have to wait for the Discord API to finish before moving on to the next program. So it'll make our program a little bit slower because we can't process the commands coming in. Imagine like people are sending commands left and right, right? And so we can't process those faster because we're waiting and we're blocked on the send command that we're doing. So that's exactly what it says here. We are waiting for input and output to complete, but using await, we will be able to feel free to do something else. So we are able to jump to another coroutine, and the coroutines are marked with the async functions. So it will make more sense when we actually code our bot. But for now, we can set up our Discord development account. I'm assuming most of you don't have a Discord development account yet, but don't worry. It is very, very simple to make. So I have a bunch of screenshots here, and let me know if I'm going too fast. But the very first step is obviously make a Discord account on discord.com. I'm assuming all of you have Discord accounts already. And feel free to chat away. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna give like a couple minutes maybe each slide just to make sure that everyone's caught up. So it seems like everyone has a Discord account. So I'm just gonna move on to the next one. So we don't want to use like a regular server that we participate in, and you can only add Discord bots to a server you own actually. So I think or have admin to or something like that. Anyways, so you might as well create a new server that's just for you and call it whatever you want. So you click the plus button on the left hand side. It's usually in the top left if your Discord account is brand new. And you create my own test server. You can use whatever template you would like. I prefer it to be empty. And if I'm going too fast, again, please use like the Zoom, I'm going too fast, or just send a chat. I have the chat on my left-hand side here, so I can just see it if I'm going too fast. Thank you. All right, so name your server. That's pretty self-explanatory. And now you have a server. Now we can do the setting up of the Discord development app. So Google Discord dev. And after you do that, here, let's see. Can I do this with you? So it will be the first profile, website, sorry. And if you're logged in, try to log in at the top right corner, but you should already be logged in because it uses discord.com too. So again, you click the first link and yeah, you're logged in. And now you click this button, top left, 3 lines, top left. I'm assuming everyone's good. Everyone got to this part. I don't have it. What do you mean by that? You don't have a Discord development?
I'm sorry. I don't. There's no 3 lines.
Oh, it doesn't look like this.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, it's because okay. Yours probably full screen like this. All right. Anyways, it's just in the left-hand menu. So at anything you see with the 3 lines, I think it's just in the left-hand menu like this. So there's an applications button on the left-hand side. Does everyone see that? All right, cool. So click that. You hit new application. Yeah. I think the problem is because the dynamic size websites are weird. So yeah, you can see there. Anyways, new application again, and you can call it whatever you want. Here I'm calling it IEEE Butler because I like that word. I think it's funny. Reminds me of Batman. Name it whatever you want, and you can create it. Here you select the name, description, and you don't need to see the application ID or public key. I don't think you need that yet. You can give it an app icon if you want, if you really want to. Make it whatever you want. And so now we're gonna go into our app. So you go into the app like that. And now we're gonna click the bot button. So click bot, and it's pretty obvious. You click add bot next. So I already made a bot, that's why it's not showing up for me, but yeah. Make a bot. And I think everyone does that. You name it, give it a username. And then here's the actual important thing you need to copy. It's called the token, private token. Don't share it with anyone else. It's how your bot will log into the Discord server. It's kind of like a username and password combined. So save that token to a text file on your desktop or whatever. Yeah. If you ever screw up on an application, you can just always make a new application and delete the one you have, but it's pretty hard to screw up. So just add the bot, and yeah, I think you can have like a lot of bots. I don't think they limit you. So it's no problem if it's irreversible, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm guessing everyone saved their token already. Any objections? I don't see any objections. All right, I'm going to keep going. So now we're going to go into the OAuth 2 menu with the little wrench as a logo. And it looks like this. So this page generates the invite link that we're going to use to invite our bot. So we are going to select the bot scope. And I do that here. I scroll down to bot. Just save it for later. For now, just put it in a text file for the token. We're going to use that later. Anyways, so check the bot checkbox, and then we're going to give our bot administrator permissions. You can mess around with these permissions. I just chose admin because it would be the most straightforward one. But if you don't want your bot to have admin, you can, or like if you're selling this thing or making it like a public bot, people probably don't want your a random bot to have admin. But for now, because this is a test server, we can just give it admin, and that's all right. But you can mess around with these permissions later on. Yeah, we just go into OAuth 2. And if you miss the earlier parts of OAuth 2, all we did was check the bot box under scopes, and then we gave our bot permissions administrator. And then the next step would be to copy this URL in there that they generated. So copy the generated invite link, and then we will just paste that into a new tab. And yeah, select the brand new test server you made, and it should pop up there. So I do that, add to server, Drexel IEEE workshop right there. And since it's already on there, I'm not going to do that, but you just hit continue and it should be good. I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds to do that. Adding the bot steps. Okay, so yeah, let me go back. So to add the bot, you just hit on the left-hand side. Oh, well, you have to make an application. Oh, I mean, after getting the URL. Oh, so after getting the URL, you just paste the URL to a new tab like this, and then you press enter. The bot's offline. Yeah, the bot will remain offline until we run our Python code. So you add the bot to the server that you're on, that you made, and then you hit continue like that, and then you hit authorize because it's asking for admin. And if you don't see a server here, make sure that you made a test server from before. Did that straighten things up? Sweet. So I'm going to cancel there. All right. So authorize the bot. Again, you can change this later. Our bot for testing purposes will be administrator for now. And yeah, you should see that your bot joined the server. So right there, it says IEEE Butler hopped onto the server. Now we're going to start coding, which is the enjoyable part, I think. Oh, wait, I forgot about this. So first we need to install the Discord Python API, which should be pretty straightforward. So download Python 3.5 or higher. The latest version is recommended. And make sure when you're installing Python, you add it to the environmental variable path, PATH, which basically tells Windows or Linux or whatever you're on that, yeah, this application exists and you should be able to run it with command line. So I downloaded it with the Microsoft Store. You can easily do it on the Python website. I'm assuming everyone has Python downloaded. All right, cool. All right, thank you for those responses. All right, so now we can launch a command line terminal. And I wanted to show you a neat little trick that I saw from Matt is when you go into a directory like this and you hit CMD at the very top, it opens a Windows terminal there. And you don't have to play with CD and stuff like that. So yeah, I recommend doing that because CD can be a little confusing. But yeah, the other way to do it is like copying this and then hitting CD and then just pasting it. And yeah, that could do it too. But that's way easier. What do we CD into? Just make an empty folder on your desktop or documents. That's where our bot is going to be, I guess. Oh wait, no, that's not relevant right now. Why does that mean 30? It's 32 bits. I'm not sure what you mean, Emra. Do you have Python installed? All right, while we wait for him, everyone else, please type in pip install Discord. So it's just pip install Discord. And it should work. It should work, hopefully, if you enabled path variables. And if you didn't accidentally, we have this. So if you didn't enable path for Python, the easiest way, again, is to install the recent version of Python and then just clicking this add Python to path. Or you could do the more complicated way, which involves like environment variables and all that jazz, which I'm not going to do as of right now. But the link is there if you're, if PIP isn't working. That's only if PIP isn't working. It should work, hopefully. Is the command pip install Discord? Yes, that is it. That is exactly it. Pip install Discord. Yeah, that is correct as well. If you're using Mac, it's different, I guess. Pip 3. Yeah, I'm not very familiar with Mac. Go up where? What is this thing? Okay, yeah. Select, add. It looks like this. Add Python to path. Hey, Nick, what did you want me to show you again?
I'm sorry, I was muted. Yeah, can you tell me what should we type on the prompt again? Like I can
Oh,
see.
and command line.
Yeah, second one.
Oh, here. PIP. Are you on Windows?
Yes.
Yeah, so PIP space install space Discord.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. It doesn't have that anymore. Instead, it has an option for PIPs. Just make sure you enable it, I guess. I haven't installed Python in a while. Yeah. You can just make an empty folder. I think that's fine. Unless you don't have admin for some reason. But I think it's fine for a regular folder. So can you guys if you don't have Python, I mean Discord installed, well, Python Discord installed, can you raise your hand in Zoom so I know how many people we're waiting on? Thank you. Thank you. All right. Are they able to share their screen, right? Or no? All right. So hello, welcome back, YouTube. So this is how you run the bot file, but obviously we don't have the bot file yet. That's what we're about to code. This is just an example of how it works. So we had hello, and then it says hello back. So we're gonna make a basic hello world at first. And yeah, the full code is in GitHub, but I'm just gonna like code it with you guys, just to make it like more interactive, I guess. So here. Sorry, I'm reorganizing my windows. Go over there. All right, so let's get started. So obviously, first you want to save your file. So make a new folder, hello world, and you can name it whatever you want. So hello world bot, maybe. Oh, I screwed up. Let's make sure we have .py at the end there so that it knows it's a Python file. Anyways, let's get started. So first step, obviously, is to import Discord. I'm going to stop sharing, actually, and I'm going to share my notepad so it's easier to see. Let's see, is that the right one? You see this all right?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, let me open up the chat again. I don't know why Zoom closes the chat every time. All right. So import Discord. So from, then we're going to type from discord.ext import commands. So that's just an object. We can directly reference the word commands now. And then we're going to import async IO. Right? We're going to import OS. And we're going to import logging. So this logging is basically, it was recommended by Discord to do some sort of logging. And what it does is it just prints out all the logs into the CMD command line. You can make it store things into a file, like your logs into a file, but it's really simple. All you have to do is copy paste some code from the wiki, but I don't have that prepared as of right now. And then first we're going to initialize the bot. I decided that this theme sucks. All right. So like before, when we initialize class object, we will just reference it. So, and call it like a function. So we will type commands, which is the library up here, and we will do bot, which is the method call. And we're going to set the command prefix to become a question mark. You can set it whatever you want. I think any character is fine, but a question mark makes sense as of right now. So, and then we will add a description, and we can say, I don't know, hello world. That's our description. So bot equals commands dot capital B bot. Command prefix we set as question mark. Description we made hello world. Okay. So now we're going to start with a fancy decorator called bot event. Oh, no parentheses. And this will be when the bot starts. So def on ready. I think that name is pretty important. Is it normal to not recognize the imports? What do you mean by that? Oh yeah, I'm using Notepad++. Yeah, you can use. Oh, it doesn't autocomplete. Yeah, I think that's normal because it's just a text editor. I don't know why I'm using Notepad++, but you could be using like Thonny or VS Code or anything like that. But any old text editor is fine. I wouldn't recommend the regular Notepad though. That one's a little bit lackluster. Anyways, so on the start of the bot, we will print logged in as, and then we're going to print bot, which is the object, and then we're going to do user, which is an object within an object bot, and then name, which is the string. Oh yeah, try saving it as .py. That works. If or you can select language here and then hit Python under P, and then it should do a syntax highlighting after that. Anyways, so we're gonna print out the name of our bot. We're gonna print out the ID of our bot, and then we're gonna print a line just to divide it all. The reason we're doing this is because we want to know what if our token works. And speaking of the token, we're going to add that first. So we would do bot run, and then you insert your token here like that. So when you saved your token, I hope you saved it, just paste it right in there in a string inside of that function call at the very end. Can you zoom in a bit? Yeah. But this would make it better. That make it better. Not sure.
Yes, it's good. Thank you.
You're welcome. So we did that. We did on ready. And like I said, try to keep your token private. So right now I'm just gonna stop sharing my screen for a second and then put my token in here, if you guys don't mind. Do I save it into the initial file or into the file within the file? Save it wherever, because it's just a Python file. Make a folder maybe. Let's see, share screen. Yeah, you can save it whenever. It shouldn't be a big problem where you save it. Okay, so the only thing that changed is that I put in my private token and I hid it, so you guys can't see it, fortunately. I had another question in the chat where we had, what are the first two lines after the imports doing? So logging basic config level equals logging info. That's just telling that, telling the Discord API that we're going to log into the terminal instead of putting it into a file. And there's a way to put it in a file. And it's like the first thing the Discord wiki tells you. And this initialize the bot. This actually makes a bot object that we're going to be interacting with throughout our code. So our bot object is just named bot. And yeah, so yeah, next step is to handle bot events. And again, we're going to have another bot event. And this time, I think the function names are really important. So on message, function names are really important, but the parameters I don't think are important. So this isn't that important. You can name this whatever you want. Anyways, on message, so basically we're telling the Discord API, oh, if you receive a message in the server, please do this. Okay, I got another question. Do the bot events before or after the token? So the bot run and then insert token here. So if you remember, it's bot.run and then a string of the token. This line should be at the very end, I think. Yeah, I usually put it at the end of the program. Anyways, so on a message event, we will see if message content starts with a question mark, right? Because that's our command prefix. And then we will do await bot process underscore commands message. So this is what I was talking about earlier. When you have a bot, you might get sent multiple commands like what at once, like so many users using your bot or whatever. And using the await we will be able to jump around our program and run it more efficiently instead of getting stuck somewhere and processing all the messages. You can imagine how many messages there are sent in a Discord server daily. And if you think about it, if we don't wait there, then our bot would never run the actual commands unless we tell it to. So that's what we're doing. We're waiting a wait to go to another coroutine. Where do we type in the token? So at the very bottom of your file, do bot.run and then quotes around the token like this. So we're passing the token as a string into the bot run method. All right. So let's make hello world. So we're going to insert bot commands here. And let me expand this so you can see everything. There. No, you don't need the less than and equal sign. It's just like that. Yeah. So let's make a first command. So bot dot command. So that's our decorator. We're telling the Discord API that we're making a custom command here. And the way we do that is we do async def, and then the command that you need to write in order to do this function. So what do I mean by that? Well, for example, in Discord, if I type hello like that, then this would be the function name that we need. Line 26. Oh, thank you very much, colon. Thank you for that. So the name of the function is actually the command you're doing. So for now, we're just going to do hello. So hello CTX, which is short for context. And you can put a doc string here and it will actually show up in Discord if you do help like that. Doc strings show up in help. So here you can type says hello and the member's username, something like that. Okay, so we added a description of our command, custom command, and the command code is relatively simple. And then so we do another await again so that the program can jump throughout. We do CTX context, which is just an object. And we're going to do send. And we're going to do hello %s % CTX dot message dot author dot display name. And you're probably wondering, like, where am I getting these? Where am I getting these from? And yeah, it's a little bit daunting at first, but if I can share another screen. For example, how did I find that? All right, well, here's your answer. So the question is, how did I find this? So I have this API reference, right? And what I do is if I need to add a feature in, I would go into the left-hand side here. Oh, I want something to do with the member. So I click member. Oh, I want the members. So this is just Discord members. So that's every single person in your Discord stored in an object class called Discord member. So, oh, I lost it. Zooming in. Anyways, these are all the attributes it has. And how do I do that? Well, how do I retrieve these attributes? Well, you just use the dot notation. So, yeah. This is actually the wrong one. Let's try to find that one. Oh, it's gonna be, okay, let's just do Control F. It always works. There it is. It's actually user. My bad. It's not member. And yeah, so Discord. So we're just grabbing the user class using the author. So we get the message, right? And then the message object has a author within it. And then that author is actually a user object. And then that user object has a display name as an attribute. And that is what we are referring to. Can we use f string instead of %s? Yes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could. I haven't tried it because I'm really used to this % stuff, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you could. Like, we could try it right now, actually. So f, you could do this, get rid of that. I think that's how you do it. Well, we're about to find out. So pre-made hello world. So again, you type CMD here and exit that one. All you do is py, and then the file name. There's a bracket, too much. Yeah, you're right. Wow. And there it goes. It's running. Okay, let me share my Discord screen. All right. So when you run your Discord guy, you should be able to see your bot online. And now you can do help. There you go. It says, hello world. That's our description of our bot. And then the command says hello and the member's username and things like that. So that's automatically generated. You don't need to write that part, but when we type hello, hopefully it works. It says hello back. Awesome. And I have a lot of other commands that we can do together. Can you show the part on the command prompt again? Yes, I can. So I can just exit this out. So you open your directory or whatever, you select this thing at the top, you type CMD, enter. And then what you type is the py, or Python. And then you're just giving it the file name. So py file name .py. That's, it should run. Yeah. Did anyone get this to work, or did I screw something up? Ignoring exception in command. Hello is not found. So when you wrote the hello, it only works for IDE for some reason. I will count that as working, I guess. Oh, it might be because you installed Discord in your IDE, maybe. But here's the code again, as everyone's requesting. I hope you guys got to see that? I mean, see this fine? To answer your question, Sneh, make sure that your function name is the same as what you're doing. So mine's hello. That's why hello works over here. All right. And I'm just going to keep typing if you guys don't mind. I have a bunch of other commands we can do. So here's another simple one. We can do a bot command async def add. It's going to be interesting. We're going to make a calculator in Discord, the most useful thing in the world. So left, we will have a variable inside of the function called left, right? And Discord's a little bit weird. We have to tell it what type it's going to be. So we can do int. So it does all the string parsing for us. So it will give us a number back. And since Python doesn't have declarations, we have to give it the type that we want. So we want an integer. So we selected int. So, and then we're going to have right. And that, again, that's going to be an int. And then doc string is going to be adds two numbers together. Pretty simple. And again, we're going to have an await so that Discord can jump around. And literally, we're just going to type left plus right. Pretty cool. And we can stop that, run it again. And yeah, logged in. Now we can do add. And it doesn't do anything when we do it wrong, but for 5, it says 9. Help works, but not hello. Did you add this line at bot.command? Yes, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I can see my bot online, but commands don't work. Make sure you save the Python and then run it. I can see my bot online, but commands don't work. Does help work? Help doesn't work. Okay. Make sure that command has parentheses. So when do we include parentheses for the operators and when not? Okay, I think I understand your question. These bot event ones, since we're just tagging these as event, I guess, and it doesn't really have let's see. Oh, these are predetermined. These on ready, and so bot event never has parentheses, but the bot command does because these are custom. So we're marking a function method, and these are like, yeah, you need these, I guess. This is like part of Discord. I had it in parentheses at the end of first, and if it didn't work, adding parentheses towards the end makes it work. So custom functions only. Yeah, I guess. Okay, so bot object has no attribute process commands. Bot process process commands commands. Huh. That's weird. Did you include this line? The from discord.ext import commands? Abe? two M's in commands. Oh, it was a typo. I see. Awesome. So if you guys don't mind, I'm just going to do another one because they're so fun to make. We will do a roll. Yeah, let's do a roll. So bot command async def roll ctx dice string. This time it's a string. Notice that. So we're going to get a string back when it parses the command. And we're going to roll a dice with n number, d separator, n number format. Okay, so my bot is offline. It just returns false. Oh. Make sure that your token is correct, Mario. It has to be a string. And sometimes you might have to close the Python and like wait till the bot goes offline and then run it again. Is left int like a type declaration? Yes, it is. So since Python doesn't have type declarations, we're telling the Discord API to parse the command and turn the the second argument into an integer and then store it into the word left and then again with the right. I got lost at the command prompt after we saved the file. So we saved hello world and you got lost here?
Yes.
Yeah, we can stop recording and troubleshoot. So this one. All right. You can see my screen all right? All right, cool. So another function, roll. So we're gonna do a hit it with a try and accept this time. So rolls limit map int dice split. So what this line is saying is we're just splitting it into two variables, rolls and limit. And this is a string we're getting from here. So again, remember, dice is a string. And so we're going to split it with the D splitter, separator, if you like to call it. And we're going to map it into an integer again. So that integer, those two integers are going to be stored in rolls and limit. So we did that. We're going to do exception await ctx.send. Format has to be in ndn. Return. So basically what we're saying here is if this line fails, we tell the user that the format is incorrect. And then we just stop the command. So that should stop it, the wrong commands. So we're free to just do whatever we want after that. So rolls 20. And then await. This is just so that people can't use this to spam the channel. So we can say too many, try less. And then return again. And then here's where we actually code the dice. So I forgot to mention that we need random. And yeah, we need random, obviously, for if we want to do random things. So we're going to do, so make sure you import random at the very top there. Okay. So after you import random, we can actually use it now. So result equals join str random rand int, if you remember, limit parentheses for r in range roles. So what we're saying here is we're going to generate an integer from 1 to the limit that we are given by the user. And we're going to turn that into a string. And we're going to do that for however many roles there are that they gave us. And it will separate them with commas and a space. So we just generated the string. So we're just going to send that over. So CTX send again. That's how we send things to our bot. I mean, to the server. And yeah, we can try that out right now. And share screen. Okay. Try that again. Here's the code to the left if you're still copying it. Oh, I'm so used to Linux. There's no clear command. So run the bot again. Hopefully it works. Okay, looks like it's working. And then we can do a roll. Oh, it does not like that. All right. Just wondering, is CTX the way the bot sends message to the server? Yes, CTX is like what the context is. So it has the power to the context message that you send to Discord. It has everything that it contains, like where you send it from, like how to send it back. It's just an object that the Discord API sends to your command so that it has the context of what to do. All right. I've a doubt if we have command which does string manipulation called func1, and someone calls a function like this is a string. How do we get this is a string part into our program to manipulate it? Is it CTX message? So yeah, if you get a command, you can have, for example, here we have dice str, and you can probably just make a string that includes the spaces there. And then you can just treat dice as a regular old string into our program to manipulate it. Yeah, if, yeah, I think I understand what you're saying. So here, wait a second. I'll give you the answer in a second. I think you're right. CTX message might be the answer there. Here, we can look at it here. These are future examples. Yeah, CTX message. So it would be probably CTX message and then another thing. Here you go. So it'd be a type message. So it would actually be ctx dot message dot content, like that. Okay, I think I answered all the questions. Yeah. Oh, right. The dice didn't work. Let's see. What did it say? Dice is required. The argument is missing. Oh, it didn't. Oh, okay. It just didn't work. Okay, it doesn't like it. Let's see. What is it saying? Oh, it's a D. There we go. Sorry I got here late. Is there any resources I should know about or where I should download? Everything is in the slides. So let's see. Yeah, I can actually send that over right now. Here. Do you guys still see my screen? Like the entire thing? Yeah, okay. So source code is in the GitHub, and oh, that's the wrong link. Sorry. Where's the slides link? And the slides are right here. Slides are right there. And the slides have a lot of detailed instructions, like even making the Discord development account. So you can follow through with that on your own time. All right. Where would you be uploading these recordings of the session? We have a YouTube channel called Drexel IEEE, and we will have a link tree. I mean, it's on our link tree. So if you go on the link tree, yeah, you can just see that. And yeah, so we completed the roles command, but if you want to stick by, and you're welcome to stay, and I can help you debug your program. Yeah, we're going to stop recording here. Thank you very much for stopping by and joining us with this workshop today.